Hi everyone! Welcome to the eShare.com YouTube channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Permobil M300 Corpus heavy duty power wheelchair review. We are presenting the brand novel Permobil M300 wheelchair, a rock-solid power in the wheelchair planned to explicitly for their clients up and around in the direction of 569 pounds. The Permobil M300 wheelchair dishonorable is exceedingly flexibility and consumes be situated in cooperation in the expanded and broadened for the high definition of the prototypical, even though it is postponement has been reinforced for a general increasingly stable in those stages. The high definition likewise has been implemented amazingly, and solid arm and leg rest just as more extensive bottom cups to make extra room and solace. The Permobil M300 high definition highlights in the incredibly famous for the quantity chairs and the framework for a definitive and comfort with an unrivaled power tilt scope of the 0 to 45 degree and an extraordinary lean back of 85 to 150 degrees. The extreme rock-hard acquisition enables the clients to securely lift their feet over their soles, despite the fact the sturdy work-style upholstery helps fend off that dampness from the body. With the fantastic force and strength of Permobil M300 wheelchair, Corpus HD is worked to endure the inflexibilities of any rock-solid way of life. We anyway were worried and called attention to it out. The sales representative guaranteed me to it was the arms were sufficient to use daily and for my utilization, however that in a quarter of a year another model, a work in progress, that would be discharged. He guaranteed that we possibly would exchange obtainable to my weapons for these newfangled ones that would be unshakable, we recall as representation, at no charge to use. We asked this to be composed on the fiscal receipt. We have in this way to discover Permobil M300 has to binary arms for that classical seat, and it is cooperation were to be accessible at the season of my buy. In attendance was no unshakable as existence created. We feel this to happen it was an altogether falsehood to a brand of that the transaction. It is arm brake connected to the edge by methods for a solitary and the rectangular pole of that is appended to a bent to the public house. The tavern of itself has a pivoted to the connection at the inferior spinal of the chair skillet to the close at a vertebral of the respite. The other purpose of contact is in a multi-part hook to the opinion of the closer to the forward facing of the bench to make of the container surround the on square of the column to make permits of the arm breather to contort. The connection autofocuses at the seat skillet / outliner in cooperation in charge of the massive level of the lateral to lateral production of the support. We help the issue to this somewhat by buying some of the large washers from the neighborhood for the equipment provider. It is the bigger sweep to hold out and help to approximately grade, however can't fix it to the reduced plan. In the air, the photo demonstrates the arm settled in the vicious circle. The red missile focuses on a slender metallic mainspring which gives a springiness or strain expected to secure the support to the no-win situation. This component is proposed to protect the arm and keep it secure. Anyway, I have discovered that occasionally a few endeavors must be made before the hook gets in bolts. The mechanism the aforementioned is no impenetrable than the dividers of a consom container. A more comfortable structure with a loop spring would be progressively viable. Okay, the weapons are unstable, poignant side to favor up to a 2-inch or 5 cm all out dislodging. So, everyone I incline toward an armrest, prepare I compare to it, or impulsion on it the attitude up and around, or use it to move, the arm is dismantled or hard up to its fantastic location. Repeated trembles from lateral to lateral seem to score or engraving an imprint from one place to another the perimeter someplace into in the measurement of the jolt. Much the same as wounding lead crystal, you notch a line to debilitate the goblet / metallic and after that you sudden it lengthways this imperfection you made. Or then again maybe it is just continued bending, smaller scale twists, which debilitate the metallic. That is the thing that this structure permits to materialize to the jolt if you utilize the arm for no matter what other than elegantly inactive to rest upon it, the shocks will disruption. The purpose of seat has a transferable hassock is to enable one to place their bases on the crushed when we not in movement. This is progressively agreeable despite the fact the desk bound at a similar spot for broadened times. What we found was that the customary uncovered attaches would get the backbone to my shoes resoles and snack and scratch at the elastic / cowhide. The bolts descend on sale from the skeleton A for each decided separation and go about that could be break to grasp to the footplate at the right edge when brought down. Be that as it may, the exposed attached craniums go about as modest snares, the enchanting grip of it all control in the minute the seat or bottom is enthused, A bit of the chute could be evacuated.